Hey guys, Leona here with Empowering Wellness. Happy Tuesday. It is a virtual book club night, and we have Amanda finishing up our final week of the month with Let's Get Into Shape, spreading happiness across planet Earth. For those that don't know me, I'm Leona with Empowering Wellness, and I am a body worker, energy worker, and healer. And I am located here in Jacksonville, Florida, but you do not have to be located to this area to work with me because I also work remotely. I'm always looking to help people get out of pain and come into aligned vitality. And I have created this amazing platform and experience to be able to, it's a little passion project of mine, to be able to have like-minded conversations, to empower authors to get their word and their messages and all their beautiful writings out into the world. I believe it's so important to create a platform for us to learn about the tips and tricks, the secrets, what's behind the scenes, what lights people up, right? And so I created this amazing, fun passion project to have people be able to tell a little bit of their story and who, resonates with their message. So tonight is our last night with Amanda, and then I am going to be having a new author for the new month. So welcome, Amanda. It's our
Hey,
final week. I'm so sad because we've been having so much fun spreading happiness around the world. And I am so excited that you were our beautiful April featured month. And I'm so grateful and thankful that you're feeling better. You gave yourself time to rest, which we talked about last week. It's so important. We got to honor our bodies, honor ourselves where we're at. And she needed a day of rest to heal. So welcome back, my dear.
hey, thank you so much. Thank you for substituting. Yes, last week you did amazing, and I just want to thank you, and I want to thank everybody here in the group because I've had so much fun. This has been a great month, and I hope you guys are enjoying it too. Uh, so I wanted to start off first with the homework. You had given me some
Yes,
homework.
yes.
Our first go around, you had asked me if I had come up with a new happy hint, and there has actually definitely come one that has come through to me, and it's trust yourself.
Yes, I love that. So, for those that don't know, her book has 52 happy hints to turn your frown upside down. And I said, have there been any more than the 52 here? And I asked her if she has created, some more on her own. And I love that. Trusting yourself. Like that can lead to true happiness because you got to trust yourself first in order to then trust other people, right? You have to have a method that works within before we go outward. And in order to build relationships, businesses, do anything, you have to have trust, but it starts within first. So I love that happy hint.
Yeah, well, thank you. And it also it played big time in listening to your body is a big form of trusting yourself, and that is something that I have been practicing a lot more of. So, and it definitely has led to more happiness in my life. And again, when, like you said, when you are secure and you're trusting in yourself, it's so much easier to trust other people.
Yes, absolutely. So, guys, if you are joining our virtual book club for tonight, you're watching it live, put hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay. Hi, Linda. So great to see you. I just got done giving John a beautiful massage, which is her partner. And your massage, Linda, my dear, is coming up on Saturday. So, you guys are both going to be relaxed and happy. So excited, which is also part of, I would think, a happy formula, that self-care, right? You were honoring your body, trusting your body, and taking care of what we need for our body includes body work, energy work, healings in all different forms and modalities. And so sometimes it's listening to our body and our intuition and going, what do I actually need, right? Trusting in ourselves. What is it that you're calling? Is it you feel stagnant or stuck? Do you need to move more? Maybe you need to do some stretching, yoga, walk outside. Or maybe it's your body is asking for rest. Maybe it needs to sit on the couch with a good book and a Netflix and chill and a good cup of tea and cuddles, right? Like it might be that you need to get on someone's massage table for a massage or facial stretch, right? Like you just really have to take time to pause and really ask yourself, what is it that I really need? What's in my highest and best? And one of the tools I like to give my clients is muscle testing. Do you ever do muscle testing? Any kinesiology muscle testing to ask what's in your highest and best to be able to get a really firm yes or no answer?
I've heard of it. I don't know if I've done it or not. Is that kind of I know I've done something with the pendulum.
Pendulum. So very similar. That's what I was getting out my pendulum. So pendulums are very similar. You can also use your body as a pendulum, and you can ask what your sacred yes and no is, and you actually feel a sway. For those that don't know what a pendulum is, this is a pendulum. And so I'll turn sideways so you can probably see it a little better. I can ask, show me my sacred yes, and it'll go a direction. And normally mine is forward and backwards. And then I can say, thank you, show me my sacred no. And then it can go into another direction. Generally for me, it's side to side. It might be a little bit harder to see on the screen. You can kind of see it's pulsating forwards and backwards to you guys this way. And so you can actually ask, is this in my highest and best, right? Is this supplement? Is this whatever? And you can actually ask your pendulum or use your body to be able to give a yes or no. So when you're listening to your body and your higher self, if you're like, oh, what's the next best step? And you're not really sure, like, should I get that massage tomorrow? Or do I really need to just take an Epsom salt bath? You can ask yourself, you can muscle test to be able to get those answers for yourself. Hi, Julie. I know that you probably muscle test with your energy clients as well. It's one of my favorite tools that I do, where I teach people how to actually become their own pendulum, because not everybody like me is going to have, a pendulum on call right next to them.
Right.
But life is all about balance, and I wore a shirt today that says nature brings balance.
Love it.
What was one of the things that you had said was go outside, get in touch with nature, because that does bring our happiness up. And it actually does it on a really deep physiological level. It changes our state, our energy, our beings to really be able to be in a higher frequency vibration, which actually literally makes us feel better, right? So sometimes when you're listening to your body and your trust and your intuition, it's like maybe you just need to get outside and have a wellness walk, or be able to, do some deep breathing along the ocean and do some cleansing and get some ionizing air filter, through your system, through the ocean waves. So that is such a great happy tip. So I definitely feel like there's going to be probably more books in your future, right? And you're probably going to be adding in some more tips. I definitely think that trusting in yourself should be one for sure.
It definitely. Absolutely. I think it's great for the soul, and it's great for the ripple too.
Yes. 100%. So which one of these fun tips do you want to share with the collective tonight, our final week? Which ones do you want to have that ripple effect come into play for today? And if you guys don't know about that ripple effect, it's when we start our healing, we shift our energy and our consciousness, and then it affects those around us, which is that beautiful way of creating impact, raising the frequency and the vibration of the whole planet. We can do that in this beautiful ripple effect. So what do you want the collective to know tonight?
Alrighty, if you have your book, I am looking at page 133, and it's happy hint number 9 in part 2. Open a door for someone.
Love that.
This is one of my favorite happy hints because it works both literally and metaphorically, allowing you to spread twice as much happy. So literally speaking, opening a door for someone is a small yet meaningful act of kindness, demonstrating courtesy and respect. Holding a door wide open, regardless of who the person is or what stage of life that they're in, it shows acknowledgement and recognition. More often than not, this simple gesture brings a smile to someone's face. Now, metaphorically speaking, opening a door for someone means creating an opportunity. Embracing this happy hint in this way could mean mentoring a coworker or a classmate, referring a friend's new lawn care service to your neighbors, or helping someone take the next step toward their dreams. Opening doors for others boosts their confidence, expresses belief in their abilities, and encourages them to embrace new possibilities, all of which contribute to greater happiness. I consider it an honor to open doors for people, both literally and metaphorically. In the literal sense, physically opening doors, even for myself, has been a challenge over the years. Many doors to restaurants, stores, and even bathrooms are so heavy, and I've often needed and received help. This has made me acutely aware of how much this small act of kindness really does matter. And so when I come across a door that I can hold open for someone else, I jump at the chance because it's been done for me so many times, and so it's just kind of an automatic now kind of response. Now, metaphorically, I love opening doors through referrals and recommendations. If I discover a great new restaurant, you're gonna hear all about it. If you want to write a book, I can connect you with publishers. Looking for ways to give back. I know amazing nonprofit organizations that could use your help. Opening doors is all about connecting people in my circle with opportunities that align with their talents and their gifts. So, will you be on the lookout for literal doors to open throughout your day, or take the metaphorical route and introduce someone to an opportunity that could change their life? Either way, by recognizing that and acknowledging others, you're undoubtedly going to spread the happy.
I love that. Yes, with my physical challenges, when I was in a walking boot and a wheelchair, like and crutches, like literally getting through doors was like the hardest thing to do. And I appreciate every single person that opened a door for me to help me in with my crutches or my wheelchair. So yes, physically, I think that's such a huge thing to help open doors. It's one of those random acts of kindness that I think is just so easy to do. And so often, so many people are busy and they have their head in their phone that they're not even paying attention around. And it's so nice when you get that person that's actually paying attention to their surroundings to help. So I love that happy tip. And metaphorically, I would think that my little passion project here of creating this platform for people to talk about their books with this virtual book club, it's kind of my way. I've allowed the, metaphorical open the door, because you never know what these conversations, these connections, these experiences that I have with all the different authors every month are going to open up for them or for me in a mutual, respect and loving way. So I love that. Yes.
Absolutely.
Opening doors. So guys, I would love if you were watching live or in the replay, what door metaphysically or physically have you opened lately? Can you share in the comments to be able to share that? And if it's a collaboration that you're doing, or you have other future opportunities for collaborations of getting people to have their story be told or anything like that, we would totally appreciate any of those connections down below, because we're always looking to help connect other people. And being that, as a manifesting generator, I'm always looking to generate and manifest and connect more people. So if you have ways that you have done that, please share in the comments. So Miss Amanda, what's our next tip going to be?
All right, so we're going to move to page 170, and it's happy hint number 20. Tell a funny joke or story.
All right, so I want you to read this, and then I want a real thing.
Oh, okay. So they say laughter is the best medicine, and it's one contagious happiness trigger. Yeah. When shared, laughter doesn't just boost joy, it multiplies it. So what's a fun and lovely way to get those giggles going? How about telling a funny joke or story? So this happy hint invites you to connect with others through humor. Try out a clever one-liner with your coworkers or classmates. Share a silly moment from earlier in the day with your family. Whatever you choose, just let the laughter flow. Even if you're the first or only one chuckling, before you know it, someone else will be smiling too. I embrace this happy hint by telling jokes, especially puns and dad jokes. There's something about clever wordplay.
So ready for it. I'm so ready for it. Come on.
Oh, there's something about clever wordplay and that always makes me grin. And let's be honest, the cheesier the dad joke, the better. These jokes usually get a reaction from my audience. They'll either laugh with me because the joke is good, or at me because it's so bad. But either way, I count it as a win because I'm spreading the happy through humor, one laugh at a time. So what's it going to be, guys? It's a joke, a funny story, or maybe both. Who will you share your laughter with today? Whatever you decide, enjoy tickling those funny bones. And I really should have had some with me because I can't think of them offhand.
Oh no. So
Oh.
I'll tell a random couple jokes. All right. So being a blonde, right? Natural blonde, growing up my whole life. The older I get, the darker it gets, and now I try to be even more blonde. But being a blonde, one good advice my mom actually said is make sure that you have more blonde jokes so that they're laughing with you, not at you. And I was like, okay. So I have learned over the years like a repertoire of blonde jokes because I do think that they are funny and they are those quick-witted, like short little things. And then I realized when I was saying one of my jokes that they're kind of timed and dated out because I learned them like a long time ago. So for any of those young kids that are on watching that, they might not get it, but here's one of them. How do you know a blonde has been working at your workstation? Because there is whiteout all over your computer screen.
Love that. That's a good one.
But like literally, who has A, a workstation anymore, or B, whiteout anymore?
Right. No lie, I do have some whiteout for sure. I keep it just in case. It's for my snail mail because you know when I'm writing on my little cards, yeah, I always have the whiteout. That's great. I love that.
Uh-huh. All right, I'll give you a couple more. What do you call 12 blondes ear to ear?
What is it? The wind tunnel, right?
Wind tunnel, yes.
That's
See, these are old school blonde jokes. If you're a blonde out there, you might know some of these. Okay. So why did the blonde climb over the glass wall?
To
Why? See what was on the other side.
Nice.
All right, right? Final one. You got a blonde, a brunette, and a redhead on top of a 12-story building. You tell them to jump. Who's going to get to the bottom first?
Who we got?
Surely not the blonde because she's got to stop and ask for directions.
That's great. See,
so my audience, if you have any blonde jokes, please put them in the comments because I definitely want to make sure that I always have more jokes so that people are laughing with me, not at me. And final one, why did the blonde stare at the orange juice container? Because it said concentrate on it.
Nice. Those are so good. Oh, those are so good. I love them. Yeah, what ends up happening to me is like I'll start a joke and then I'll forget where I'm going. And so then it ends up being funny because I'm like, I have no idea where I'm at. Or remembering the punchline is the funny part for me. I got
yeah. So I've said so many of these jokes so many times since I was like a little kid. I'm telling you, I've been learning these since I was a child.
Oh, I love
it. That they are just almost like muscle memory. So I would have to think about them.
That is so great. Your mom prepped you well for sure.
Yeah, she didn't do a lot of things well, but she did teach me that. So we'll give her props for that. So what is our next happy hint in here?
All right, moving to number 21, and that's on page 173. Acknowledge and say thank you.
Yes.
And so we have thank you, one of the smallest, most powerful phrases. In a world of constant doing, we often overlook the importance of these two little words. This is especially true in our business transactions, where the human element can easily get lost. Consumers may see providers of goods and services as just a means to an end, and vice versa. People get reduced to tools, treated more like functions than fellow human beings, whether consciously or not. This happy hint invites you to bring kindness, compassion, love, and joy into your daily business interactions. Whether you're giving or receiving, take a moment to acknowledge and say thank you. This simple act rekindles the human spirit and it lifts happiness levels because people feel seen, valued, and heard. So, as a former service provider organizing support for individuals with disabilities, I fully embrace this happy hint. Whenever I met a new client, I begin by thanking them for choosing to work with me because, they had options, and starting our time together with a heartfelt thank you, recognizing them as a person and not just a diagnosis. It put them at ease and it made our interaction more meaningful. And more often than not, they'd leave with a smile or a hug. So that was always awesome. Like first meeting, I do intakes. And so, trying to get people to open up and answer questions and things, when they feel like they're just being talked at, rather than talked to, the thank you just really helped to start that going. And as a receiver of goods and services, I often think about cashiers. So at a grocery store, especially, many are hyper stressed, overworked, and overwhelmed by the constant flow of customers. And all too often, they feel invisible. I've found that smiling, greeting them by their name, and saying those two magic words, thank you, can brighten their whole day. So how will you incorporate those two magical words into your daily business activities? However you choose to embrace this happy hint, you can't go wrong. Whether you're on the giving or receiving end of a transaction, when you acknowledge and say thank you, everybody wins.
100%. I think one of the most powerful phrases in healings has the phrase thank you in it as well, the Hawaiian ho'oponopono. And when we're doing healing work with a lot of my clients, I think, who can you say, I'm sorry, please forgive you, I love you, thank you to? Is it a person, place, situation, yourself, a body part? Have you ever talked negatively to one of the parts of your bodies that you might not love 110% like all the rest? And you've said something hurtful to it, like, oh my God, I hate my arms in this dress, right? And then all of a sudden, you realize, like, that's not the way I want to talk to myself, right? And so you go, arms, please forgive me. I'm sorry. I love you. Thank you. And thanking ourselves, again, right? Like the trusting ourselves first. We have to learn how to say thank you to ourselves. Thank you. I'm like, big, beautiful brain. Thank you for remembering those silly blonde jokes that can make people laugh. Thank you, foot, for letting me get through my day, right? So thanking ourselves and all of our body parts and all the parts of us, and then creating that ripple effect and then thanking other people. Gosh, that is a ripple effect that I definitely think can make a huge impact. And I do agree that those cashiers, it is amazing to be like, hey, Susie, how's your day? I always talk to them. I always talk to people behind me too. I think they all think I'm crazy, but I'm totally fine with it. Because that might be the only time in their whole entire day that someone talked to them just to talk to them without any sort of agenda, but to say hi. Yeah. And I always make sure that I thank them. Even if I'm on the phone and busy and I don't look like it, I always look at them and go, thank you, have a great day. Because I don't like the self-checkouts. I really appreciate the people that check me out.
Me too. And even if you're on your phone and saying thank you, that's great. But man, that eye connection, that's when it really, really starts to matter. And I've seen it. Like I've noticed from, like I've seen, there was one time, I had a cashier and a person in front of me, and the person was just like yelling at them, and it was just a horrible thing. And you could just see it in the cashier. They're holding it in. They're just kind of, oh my goodness. And then as the other person left, and I went up to him and I said, hey, Bill, thank you so much. And, I'm sorry, I'm sorry this just happened. That was so horrible, but, thank you. You're doing such a great job. And the difference in their demeanor, just that instant from thank you, was just, it was amazing, you know?
100%. Yep, I agree. It truly is the little random acts of kindness that can shift someone's state of being, and I think that is absolutely fantastic. All right, my dear, we have time for a quick last one. Anything else you want to end the collective with?
Yes, and this is absolutely perfect because this one actually is the bonus hint in my book. It's Happy in a Hint 53. And this one is to bring more joy to yourself and to others at the same time. And it is check out and join my free Facebook group, S.H.A.P.E, Spreading Happiness Across Planet Earth. And just a little bit of, background. Founded on August 4th, 2021, S.H.A.P.E is a cheerful, caring community of over 1,000 individuals from 57 plus countries, joining hands and hearts to spread joy across Facebook land and beyond. It's a place to be the happy, receive the happy, give the happy, and share the happy. It's a space to connect, inspire, empower, celebrate, and have fun. Now, this virtual community is my passion project, much like this virtual book club is yours, and it is my heart and soul. Many people who were once strangers are now my global brothers and sisters, and not only has S.H.A.P.E brought me immense joy, but it also has given me a true sense of home. This Facebook group and its incredible members have stood by me through thick and thin, offering strength, hope, and love during pivotal moments in my life, such as my devastating house fire in September 2021 and various flare-ups of my chronic health issues over the years. S.H.A.P.E has quite literally turned my frowns upside down and brought me smiles for miles.
Oh,
So
I
that's
love that.
my invitation to you guys.
Amazing. So we will put that link into the comments here. And when we share it into all of the groups, we will make sure that we'll put those links in there for them to join your S.H.A.P.E community as well. And if you guys are watching this live or the replay, we highly recommend that you invite people to the virtual book club as well. We're going to have future authors, conversations like-minded. Next month, my author is all about breath work, which is awesome because I'm getting certified in somatic breath work. So I cannot wait to share with you guys how breath is your superpower. So I so appreciate all my authors that have been on here, those that are coming on, and I'm so excited to be nurturing this community. Invite friends to come along. It's a great space just to have a like-minded conversation, disconnect from all the chaos and crazy in the world, and connect and focus in on the happy ourselves, having these connections, which in a day of wild west that we're living in these days is great just to have these moments of pause and reflection and connection. So I am so grateful and thankful, Amanda, that I got to enjoy your happiness and your happy tips. I'm so glad I got, by the way, guys, if you want a signed copy with your cool pin and you are awesome card and pin and 2 pins, then you can get a hand signed and autographed copy as well. So you can go onto our website, and that is an option for you guys. So if you haven't gotten your book yet, don't worry, you have a chance to be able to get one and get into your happy shape.
So just let's keep on getting in shape, guys, because it's an ever expanding process every day.
Yes, it's a practice. Getting happy is a practice, just like our yoga practice, our meditation practice, our breath practices. It's a practice to stay in that energy and that field of happy. So it has brought me so much happiness to be able to have you on, getting to know you and getting to allow your light to shine in this amazing group. I'm so grateful and thankful. I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your evening, all that have joined us. We look forward to seeing you next time, same bat channel, 7 Eastern, here at the virtual Facebook group, Empowering Wellness Virtual Book Club. So from my heart and Amanda's to yours, we send you much peace, light, and love. Namaste. Until next time.
Bye.